This is exactly what I eat in a day to reduce inflammation. These are meals that I ate during my gut cleanse over and over again, but honestly I love them so much that I still eat them now that I'm done with it. They're anti-inflammatory, gut-friendly, dairy-free, gluten-free, super simple, and genuinely delicious. And they're the meals that help me maintain the no bloat, the clear skin, the low puffiness, the high energy, even after the gut cleanse. Before I eat anything, and this is important, I start with two things. First, a glass of warm, filtered water with fresh lemon. Nothing groundbreaking, I know, but after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. And the lemon stimulates bile production, which primes your digestive system for the day. I also add a tiny pinch of sea salt because it helps with mineral balance and hydration at a cellular level, as well as my L-glutamine. Glutamine is the primary fuel for the cells that line your intestine. It's the most researched supplement for gut barrier repair, and I take it before food so it goes straight to where it needs to without competing with other nutrients. Then I give it about 10 to 20 minutes to do its thing while I go for a walk with our dog. Fresh air, natural light, and gentle movement all activate my parasympathetic nervous system, regulate my circadian rhythm, and stimulate the vagus nerve, which connects my brain to my gut. So before I've eaten a single thing, I've already told my body it's safe, primed my digestion, and given my gut lining its repair fuel. And then I come back and make breakfast. This breakfast might sound super simple, but it's genuinely one of my favorites. A couple of hard-boiled eggs. I sometimes even batch cook these at the beginning of the week, so they're always ready in the fridge. Eggs are one of the most bioavailable protein sources on the planet, rich in choline, which supports liver function and brain health, and the yolks are packed with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K that your body needs for gut repair. Hard-boiled also means no added oils, just pure protein and nutrients. On the other side, I have some fruit, specifically an apple and some berries. The trick is though to cook them in some ghee first until they go soft. Cooking the apple makes a huge difference for your gut because raw apples actually contain more pectin in a form that can be harder on a sensitive stomach, but when you cook them, the pectin becomes a prebiotic that feeds your beneficial gut bacteria. And the ghee is rich in butyrate, which literally fuels the cells of your colon lining. And the berries I just throw in there as well because fresh berries are much more expensive than frozen, and they also go bad and moldy way too quick if they're untreated organic. So I have this berry mix of blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. Sometimes I add some cherries too, but the berries are one of the most antioxidant-rich foods. They're loaded with polyphenols, which feed beneficial gut bacteria and reduce oxidative stress throughout your body, and they're low glycemic, so they won't spike your blood sugar the way other fruits can. To top it all off, I give it a decent bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon is anti-inflammatory and supports blood sugar balance, which means you get sustained energy all morning instead of a spike and crash. It also just tastes really good with the warm apples and berries. And I also add some turmeric with a crack of black pepper. Trust me, you barely taste the turmeric, but you're still getting all its inflammatory benefits. Same with the black pepper, can't taste it, but it increases curcumin absorption by up to 2000%. And on the side, 2 rice cakes. Rice cakes are one of the gentlest carb sources for a sensitive gut, easily digestible, low in anti-nutrients, and they give you that satisfying crunch. With this meal, you've got protein and fat from the eggs and ghee stabilizing your blood sugar. The cooked apple is feeding your beneficial bacteria with prebiotic pectin. The berries are adding antioxidants. The cinnamon is keeping your blood sugar steady. And the turmeric is fighting inflammation. It's sweet and satisfying without any added sugar, and it keeps me full and focused all the way to lunch. This lunch I've made so many times in the past few weeks. It's not only delicious and nutrient dense, but also so fast to make, which I absolutely love because there's nothing worse than spending your entire lunch break just standing in the kitchen and making food. Here I use 1 tin of mackerel in olive oil. This is honestly one of the most underrated health foods. Tin mackerel is one of the highest omega-3 sources you can buy, significantly higher than salmon actually. Omega-3 fatty acids are one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatory compounds. They reduce inflammatory signaling at a cellular level, support brain function, and help repair the gut lining. And because it's preserved in olive oil, you're getting an extra dose of oleocanthal, which is a compound in olive oil that has been compared to ibuprofen for its anti-inflammatory effect, except it doesn't damage your gut. So don't drain the oil, but just use it for the salad dressing or just pour over the whole plate. With that, I have some courgette, carrots, and mushrooms, all pan-fried in ghee with rosemary and thyme. Courgette is one of the gentlest vegetables on the gut, low in FODMAP, easy to digest, rich in potassium. Carrots contain beta-carotene, which your body converts to vitamin A, essential for maintaining the mucosal lining of your gut, and the mushrooms are rich in beta-glucans, which are powerful immune modulators that support the 70% of your immune system that lives in your gut. The rosemary and thyme, obviously for the flavor, but rosemary also contains a specific acid, which is a potent anti-inflammatory compound, and thyme has antimicrobial properties that support a healthy microbiome balance. Then 1 hard-boiled egg, extra protein, again pre-made from the batch, and a little bit of avocado. They are rich in monounsaturated fats that are anti-inflammatory, keep you full for longer, and help your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamins from the rest of the meal, especially the beta-carotene from the carrots. Then if I want something extra alongside, I sometimes make a quick salad. Rocket, slightly bitter greens that actually stimulate digestive enzyme production, and that bitter flavor signals your liver and gallbladder to produce bile, which improves fat digestion and helps clear toxins. We got some beets, one of the best foods for liver support and blood flow. They contain some potent anti-inflammatory and detoxification compounds, and they also contain natural nitrates that improve circulation to the gut, which means better nutrient delivery to the lining for repair. I also add a small handful of walnuts because they have the highest omega-3 content of any nut. Keep it to about 8 to 10 halves. That's enough for the benefits without overloading your gut with phytic acid. And my go-to dressing that's super quick is just extra virgin olive oil and a drizzle of balsamic glaze. This dinner, I don't even know how often I've already eaten it in my life. Like even before the gut cleanse, it's been an absolute staple for me and just shows that gut friendly can still taste amazing. All I do is fry some organic chicken in some ghee and spices like cumin, garam masala, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and so on. The full list is right here. Spices are one of the smartest ways of incorporating more into your diet that is anti-inflammatory, supports digestion, and balances your blood sugar, all while adding in some delicious flavors. As for chicken, I try to use chicken thighs when possible because they have more collagen than chicken breast, which supports gut lining repair and joint health. Then I'll add whatever vegetables I have left in the fridge. Typically it's carrots, bell peppers, kale, and courgettes. Again, just full of micronutrients and fiber. Kale specifically is one of the most nutrient-dense brain foods out there, but make sure you add it at the end so it doesn't overcook and keep the nutrients intact while making it also easier to digest than raw kale. And to top it all off, what makes this so incredibly tasty and creamy is a can of full-fat coconut milk. Coconut milk contains lauric acid, which has antimicrobial properties that support a healthy gut microbiome, plus it's much easier absorbed without stressing your digestive system than normal cream. Make sure it's full fat though, with no emulsifiers or gums, and check the ingredients because all you want is coconut and water, nothing else. And then serve on some white basmati rice. Basmati has a lower glycemic index than other white rices. It digests slowly, keeps your blood sugar stable, and is one of the most gut-friendly carbohydrate sources available. And for snacks, honestly, most of the days I don't usually need a snack because the meals itself, they keep me full and satisfied the entire day, and all I need is like this small piece of dark chocolate just because I love dark chocolate, but I don't really consider that as a snack necessarily because it's just one piece and it's dark chocolate, not milk chocolate. But when I do need a snack, this is it, and this almost feels like a dessert. Fresh mango, rich in vitamin C, vitamin A, and digestive enzymes that help break down carbohydrates. It's also a prebiotic, meaning it feeds beneficial gut bacteria. And it's one of the most anti-inflammatory fruits because of its high polyphenol content. As a bonus, the natural sweetness satisfies any craving without needing added sugar. And then top it off with clean coconut yogurt. The key word here is clean. Check the ingredients because you want coconut cream, water, and live cultures for your gut health. That's it. No added sugars, no gums, no emulsifiers, no seed oils. That's it. Takes almost no time to prepare and tastes like a tropical dessert, and I absolutely love it. And after dinner, I have one more thing, a cup of herbal tea. During my gut cleanse, I drank a liver-supporting herbal tea blend. Now I usually have ginger tea or some kind of detox tea, whatever I fancy. Here I mainly just go by taste though, rather than the claimed benefits it has on the packaging. This is also when I do my evening nervous system routine. So dry brushing before my shower, laying on my yoga block for posture, and then putting my legs up the wall for 5 minutes before bed. This might sound like a lot, but it's really just a 10-15 minutes total, and it's become my favorite part of the day. Your gut does most of its healing overnight while you sleep. So the calmer and more regulated your nervous system is at bedtime, the more repair happens while you're out. So that's a full day of eating to reduce inflammation. The key principles are pretty simple: protein and a healthy fat at every meal, turmeric and ginger almost daily, cook your vegetables, use ghee and olive oil instead of seed oils, eat warm, eat slowly, and eat without any distractions. And if you want to understand why the foods you think are healthy might actually be making things worse, watch this video where I break down the 10 healthy foods that are secretly destroying your gut and keeping you inflamed. And if you want my full gut healing protocol, everything I did for 30 days, including the supplements and the nervous system regulation, you can watch this one next.